ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ यैर्मे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ आपदाम् अपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम्। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने। यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदे साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री दक्षिणामूर्त्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री वेदव्यासादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मश्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत परम्परादीनां भक्ति ज्ञान योगादि मोक्ष मार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्त शिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासूनाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्री राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ आगादि साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम अध्ययनम साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थम विश्व कल्याणार्थम भारत वर्षार्थम सनातन धर्मार्थम वयम सर्वे करिष्यामहे. संकल्प is done, friends. ओम श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षे नमः. श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः. ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः. ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः. स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः. दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः. Salutations to all, welcome to you all, gratitudes to you all, congratulations to you all. Just remember all the 13 Vyaktitvas which we have to develop through all our spiritual sadhanas. They are Lokaseva Vyaktitva, Dharmasthapaga, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrotru, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerana Yukta, Prashanta Yukta, and Samskrita Bhasha Parignyata. And the 6 sources whom we have to continuously contact, get their blessings are Parabrahma, Ishvara Tattva, Adipara Shakti Mata, Guru Ganas, Devata Ganas, Shastra Gana. As every day, having remembered this, we are into the study of Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayam, second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, sixth Sarga. As you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 6 sargas are talking about a specific topic, which is the initial topic of all endeavors by a human being, secular in the outer world or sacred spiritual. And that is the Paurusha Mahima Daiva Nirakarana. In that 4, 5 sargas, Paurusha Mahima was told. In the 6th, along with that, Daiva Nirakaranam is told. Again, in the next 2 sargas, some more Paurusha Mahima is said. Paurusha Mahima means as a human being, we have free will, we have self effort, which when we execute according to planning, according to Shastra, according to the guidance, whatever was the past, overcoming that in the present with these better efforts, we can achieve spectacular, stupendous, tremendous, beautiful successes and achievements. Thus, focus on what is in your hands, what is in front of you, what is to be achieved, what can be done for that. Do that best, the rest will follow. This is the topic going on. In the 6th Sarga, we have seen up to the shloka number 21. Very, very crucial shlokas. So, I will start doing from the 19th mantra just to remind what Shri Vaashishtha Ji through Sri Ramachandra Ji is telling all of us from his own experience out of his kindness and compassion for the upliftment of the entire humanity. Clear? See, what is that? 19th one is what? Dvayoradhyatanasyaiva pratyakshat balita bhavet daivam jetum yato yatnaihi balo yoneva shakyate. So, bala yuna iva. Child is easily defeated by the yunaha, the young man, because of his the shoulder strength, etc. In the same way, dvayoho, among these two, the praktana purushartha and adyatana purushartha, dvayoho adyatanasya eva, of today's purushartha alone, balita bhavet, he becomes more stronger, and daivam jetum, to be victorious about the past. So Daiva means the yesterday done thing. Jeta means to be victorious over that. Balita Bhavet Pratyakshat, definitely, certainly, is more powerful Adyatanasya Eva of today's Purushartha. Today's Purushartha is any day stronger than yesterday's to undo whatever wrong done or to do better than yesterday for today's better achievement. So, example is the Yuva can defeat the Bala. So, yesterday is like a child, today is like the youngster. So, therefore, if the child is easily defeated by the youngster. Today's Purushartha can be used to defeat yesterday's whatever was gone by. So, in this, remember everything we have to add, spiritual as well as the worldly. In the spiritual, the goal is only one, Paramatma Prapti. But for that Prapti, depending on whatever the stage of evolution we are there, different sadhanas have to be done. Yesterday, for whatever the reasons, we couldn't do them. Today we can do. In the worldly also, in the Artha Kamadi Prapti, yesterday we could not work hard, we can work today. Yesterday we were not so smart or intelligent, today we can be added smart and intelligent to perform better, to excel. So, this is how the whole world is made. Not knowing it and having in the mind the wrong notion that today I can't put efforts because of any outer reasons or yesterday's reasons, and therefore lazing out is no good at all for a human being. Example given. Megheva niyate yadvat vatsaroparjita krushihi meghasya purushartho sau jayatyadhikayatnavan. Look, deliberately Vasishtha is giving an example by having understood which all our worldly problems can be maturely dealt with. He says, Samvatsara Uparjita Krushihi. 1 year hard work done and the field is, the crop is grown. It has come almost harvesting time. But that is Megheva na niyate. By the cloud burst or the rain, the entire crop, let's say, gets destroyed. Here what's happening? Meghasya Purushartha Asau Jayati. Here the Purushartha of the Megha, which has become victorious there because Adhika Yatnamana. It has more Bala and more Adhika Yatna it has done. Therefore, it has got victorious. Therefore, all our effort of getting the crop in our hands is got defeated. So, as we told you yesterday, in fact, it's because of the rains only the crops come. But sometimes the over rains themselves destroy the crops which is up to the hand level. हाथ में आया हुआ सारा फसल खेती को बारिश जो है नाश करता है. In every rainy season or in between season it happens. So here, first of all, the Megha Bala is more, therefore it got victorious, we got defeated. Okay, second is what? With this attitude, don't get lost in that दुख कि क्या करें आज का मेरा ये क्रॉप पूरा चला गया करके रोना मत. What to do then? Do better effort. And that वर्षा से अपने उसको बचाने के लिए at your level what you can do that. So always focus on rejoicing in what is your hands and putting efforts in that. है ना, आपके हाथ में जो उसका मेहनत करने में enjoy करना है हमको. Else what happens? You all know, we all know our mind itself is our enemy. Then which it will bring one or the other reasons mm, to demoralize us and with small, first of all we have less ability, है ना. ये मन क्या करता है, वो एबिलिटीज को भी काम में आने नहीं देता. इट डजंट अलाउ अस टू यूज दोज एबिलिटीज टू फंक्शन विथ ऑल दीज पेसिमिस्टिक थॉट्स. So why the crop has gone? Megha was more balavan this time. Bas, next time I do my better in this way. Then an explanation to this thought is this one, 21. कि क्रमेणोपार्जितेऽपि अर्थे नष्टे कार्यान खेदिता न बलं यत्र मे शक्तं तत्र का परिवेदेवना. What a beautiful thought it is. बहुत बढ़िया है. What is it? कि क्रमेण उपार्जिते अपि अर्थे नष्टे. Kramena means by following all rules, regulations also. When you have obtained artha, the wealth, in the case of the above example, the crop, yet nashte, when it gets nashta for any of the reasons. Here he says, khedita na karya. खेद को मत प्राप्त करना. Don't get dejected. Don't get disappointed. Don't get frustrated or miserable. Then what? Na balam yatra me shaktam. Yatra me balam na shaktam. In those fields, in those activities, in those happenings where my ability, capability is not sufficient to do the thing and to get the thing done, tatra there, kaparidevana. What is the use of becoming dukhi, worried about it? You and I cannot stop the clouds. When it has to rain, it rains, and then same rain which gave the crop, sometime over raining, that may destroy. See, underlining what is what? Yatra me balam na shaktam. We are not infinitely potential powerful, isn't it? As a human being. So my balam is not, shaktam is not sufficiently capable to do the work. Ka paridevana. They would don't feel guilty or miserable also, disappointed also. That is how it is. Like when we were victorious, we were more powerful than the one whom we have defeated. So he is also defeated because he is less powerful. One day he will become powerful and he may defeat us, or he may defeat other one who is lower than him in power. So life में ना using your power and trying to be successful is our effort. If we are failure, understand that our efforts were not sufficient. Therefore, instead of worrying, becoming miserable, try again, trying in better manner. ऐसा करके छोड़ना भी मत कि मेरा शक्ति कम है दूसरों से इसलिए वो जीत पा रहे मैं हार रहा हूँ therefore I will not try. No, no, no. वही तो बात है ना. The whole topic itself is of Paurusha. Then how can you say I will not try? Okay, this is what is said in this shloka. Next one. Yesterday we stopped here. 22वां श्लोक, very very interesting one. कि यन्न शक्नोमि तस्यार्थे यदि दुःखं करोम्यहं तदा तद अमारित मृत्योर्मे युक्तं प्रत्यहरोदनम. Listen carefully. Catch this point. कि यत् न शक्नोमि, that which am not possible, which is not possible for me to do. Tasya arthe, and for the sake of that, yadi dukkham karomi aham, if I become miserable about something which are not in my hands, which are beyond my efforts, isn't it? It's like the natural calamities. Like sometimes the Shatru Bala is more powerful than us. Even the Praktana Purushartha Bala also can be more powerful. Like in some cases, some people in Adyatana Purushartha, they try to get the help of the ministers, this, that, all. But their Advaraktana sin is so much more powerful than even those big, big Bada Babu Log also cannot help. This fellow, for his whatever past crimes done, he will be put in the jail only. A one negative example I told. So here, if in something I am not capable, and if I cry about it, okay, yat na shaknomi, tasya arthe yadi dukkam karomi aham. Yat that na shaknomi, which I am capable of, not capable of, yadi if at all, aham me, dukkam karomi, if I become miserable, tad, then this should be our situation every day. What is that? Amarita mrutyoho. Amarita means that which cannot be avoided or eliminated. What is it? Mrityu. Seeing that mrityu may yuktam pratyaha rodanam. Pratyaha means every day, every moment. Rodanam, to cry, yuktam should be done. So I must cry every day, every moment for one thing called as the mrityu because it is not in my hands to avoid it. देखो रोते रहो. जो आपके हाथ में नहीं है उसको लेकर रोना आपका आदत है तो अब रोते रहना मृत्यु को लेकर हर दिन क्योंकि उसको तो आप रोक नहीं सकते कुछ भी करो वो आएगा ही ले जाएगा फिर रोते रहो फिर. So by this example by giving this example Bhagavan here says is that even the mrityu which inevitable comes you should not cry worry about it. You should not become miserable about it. Everybody who is born will die. Jatasya maranam dhruvam. Jatasya dhruvam mrityu. But before that death comes, how best we have utilized all given powers, abilities, and performed our purushartha in protecting ourselves from falling down, in making us stand on our feet, in achieving our livelihoods, in our serving the world, in our serving the Lord, more importantly in our spiritual evolution. कितना हमने किया वो वाला हिसाब रखना है, मरना तो होगा ही, बट कितना हमने मेहनत करी वो वाला. One of the reason for I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes is anyway one day I will die. Many things are there in the world to do. They all cannot be done. What minimum Bhagavan gave us? Little bit talk on the Shastra. By that, first you become wise if possible. Forget about the world. So we do it. Others do their own other seva कार्यक्रमास और अंतरंग साधनास. कुछ भी करो लेकिन मेहनत करो बाबा. और जो आपके हाथ में नहीं है उसके लिए रोना मत. अगर रोना है हर दिन रोना. क्यों? समथिंग इज इन योर नॉट इन योर हैंड्स कॉल्ड एज मृत्यु. व्हाट ए गुड एग्जांपल ना. यत् न शक्नोमि तस्य अर्थे यदि दुःखं करोमि अहं तद अमारित मृत्योः मे युक्तम प्रत्यह रोदनम. प्रत्यह हर दिन रोदनम रोना युक्तम. इट इज करेक्ट फॉर अस. Another way of looking at it, you have pursued, you have put your diligent efforts, you failed. Never mind, leave it. Take up another project. Focus on putting effort. Here, what we see is one, Vasishtha doesn't want us to become tamoguni, lazy, non-performer. Second, he knows that the more we perform, then only we learn all the techniques of how to avoid failure, all the techniques of how to get success. In every field you can see, everyone, every field and every human being, दोनों चीजें देखो. Every field, it can be a lower than the lowest and higher than the highest fields. Every human being, educated and uneducated, anybody is the one who is not doing performances, he is already failure. With all his riches, with all his otherwise qualification. But the one who is going on putting Purushartha, even though at one stage he was incapable of anything, everything, because of the Nirantara Purushartha, his stamina, his abilities, his intelligences, all of them grow. मेहनत रंग लाता है. Vasishtha ji telling us, Rama and all of us. That is what the beauty in Treta Yuga. In Kruta Yuga, everybody were vigorously put in meditation. In Treta Yuga, everybody were put in vigorously in the Yagda Yagadi. In the Dwapara Yuga, all were put vigorously in the Upasana Karma Ityadi. Seva. In Kali Yuga, Seva and earning our own livelihood. In any period of history, non-performance pulls us down from the human level, finally up to the stone level also. Okay. Now, beautiful shloka is next one. 23वां. Catch the point. बहुत बढ़िया है. बहुत जरूरी है ये. बहुत बहुत जरूरी. I'm not exhaustively telling every shloka with hundreds of examples, quotations, etc. But main meaning we are grasping. And what lesson we have to learn from it, we are trying to see it. So, are we feeling while listening this topic that it is now in my hands, the ball is in my court, that it is I who have to perform. So, are we now shedding away that lethargy, taking your pen and paper, first writing what are the goals to achieve, then writing what are the means for that, then writing what are the resources that have to be gathered, then whose helps we have to take. A surah, step by step, pura, are we doing our homework? Because this is the first Purushartha. Then, according to that well made, well thought out plan, we work. When we work, beautiful achievements come. Shastrokta Vidhi Vidhane. Okay. Now the 23rd shloka is very powerful. Deshakala Kriya Dravya Vashato Vispurantyame Sarva Eva Jagad Bhavaha Jetyadika Yatnavan. Detailedly understand this shloka. See, he says, Ami Sarve Eva Jagad Bhavaha. In this world, every beings, every accomplishments, successes. Okay, sarve eva jagat bhavaha vispuranti are being achieved. Depending on what? Desha kala kriya dravya vashataha. Desha, the place. Kala, the timings. Narayana, Kriya, the abilities and efforts which we could put. Then Dravya, the resources that which we have. Depending on these four, the time and place and effort and resources, that Vishpuranti Ami Sarve Eva Jagat Bhava means in this Jagat, all achievements, all the gains done by all beings, Manusha, Pashu, Pakshi, all of them. Let us talk more about Manusha. तो एक बंदे का हर तरह का जय पराजय that depends on these four things. Desha, Kala and then Kriya, Dravya. है कि नहीं? Desha means some deshas, places we are successful. Some deshas we can't be successful. इसलिए क्या कहते हैं, अब मेरे इलाके में आओ, मैं दिखाता हूँ तुमको. देश बल कहते हैं उसको. In a wrong place when we go, that place is conducive for the other person. Therefore, they like some countries are there in the world. Geographically, only they are in such a desha that there is no sunlight or there is only heat there. Therefore, they cannot grow the crops, etc. Therefore, generally only they are in poverty. Desh ki baat. There are other places again on the globe, such a beautiful place they are. That sunlight, moonlight, rain, every one of them come on time perfectly. So in that desha, all things are very fertile. अब देखो कम मेहनत से काम हो जाता है उधर. देश की बात हो गई है. So to kala, the timings also of various reasons that are there. काल कभी कभी हमारा आता है, कभी दूसरे का होता है. काल, the timings, है ना. मुहूर्त आदि ज्योतिष शास्त्र बल तो एक है ही, but apart from that, the timings, the morning, like the rakshasas, they are powerful at night. काल उनका वो है भाई. डे टाइम देवताओं का, इसलिए राक्षस लोग डे टाइम भागते हैं और रात का टाइम दे अटैक. सो काल का भी ये सब होता है इन सक्सेस और फेलियर. थर्ड वन इज क्रिया. अगेन इन दैट क्रिया, द एफर्ट्स, वेल प्लान्ड एफर्ट्स, डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट. कभी कभी एबिलिटीज होते हैं बट राइट टाइम यू मे नॉट पुट एफर्ट्स. Sometimes less efforts, but timely efforts put. Less ability, but timely put efforts. It just gives the victory to us. इसको कहते हैं क्रिया. Fourth one is dravya. Dravya is the material, the matter, the resources which we have. Dravya also includes our, depending on the work which we do. It can be weapons if it is a yuddha. It can be the raw material if something we do. Dravya also includes the people who help us. है ना. दे आर ऑल्सो पार्ट ऑफ द एंडवा. कभी कभी हमको कोई काम लिया हाथ में, इतने हेल्पर्स मिल जाते हैं, वी आर आराम से सीटेड, फटाफट काम वो लोग करके देते हैं हमको. द्रव्य. इन अदर टाइम व्हाट, वर्क इज मोर, nobody is to help, you are all alone. Only one person to help is more a liability than a help only. So this is how on these four factors, I mean these Jagat Bhavaha Sarve Eva Vispuranti. All these successes, failures, etc. in the Jagat for all beings depend on these four. Therefore, he says, कृष्ण की जयति अधिक यत्नवान, इनमें से जो अधिक शक्ति रखकर अधिक यत्न करता है उसको जय विजय प्राप्त होता है. जयति अधिक यत्नवान मीन्स इन दीज फोर थिंग्स whoever is more फेवरेबल कंडीशन में है उसको जीत मिलता है. ओके, these are also the factors that cause of success. That means what? कितने बातें हो गए. फर्स्ट, दैवम निराकरण करो उसका. सेकंड, बिलीव इन योर पुरुषार्थ. थर्ड, that purushartha should be according to shastra. Four, with all shastriya purushartha, shastra anusara purushartha done, even though if you are failure, understand that the balam of that defeating thing, whatever it is, like in the earlier example, it is a megha, that is more powerful than us. So don't lose your hopes. Yes, then the latest point is what? Along with all these, remember the Desha Kala Kriya Dravya also play lot of role in being able to do something and achieving it. Therefore, keep them also in mind. If at all we have failed, therefore that Desha is not correct for us, Kala is not correct for us, therefore Dravya was not sufficient, or Kriya was not sufficient. That's why we lost. Now, what we do? Then make them stronger then. And plan in such desha, plan at such kala, and procure all the dravyas and enhance your kriya shakti, kriya. Then there is a chance for you to succeed this time. But effort is the basic thing, central pivotal point in the entire subject that is being discussed, delivered in these few chapters. Again, when he says desha kala kriya dravya, they are something other than us, na? तो आपने जो अपने पुरुषार्थ के ऊपर डिपेंड हो कह रहे हो, अब खुद ही आप कह रहे हो अबाउट दिस थिंग्स, बेटा अबाउट दिस ये नहीं कह रहे यू वेट फॉर देम, यू डिपेंड ऑन देम, ये कह रहे हैं कि sometime if they are powerful as an against you, they may become cause of defeat to you. Therefore, in your efforts, mind these four things also. है ना? Like in the example of farming itself, Megha has not done and spoiled the uh, crop at all. Desha itself means the land where he is, what do you say, doing the farming, if itself is non-fertile, if it is not properly added with required manures and all, अब देखो वो देश ही सही नहीं तो क्या करेगा, वो अनाज नहीं उगेगा. काल, तो इफ यू आर नॉट सोइंग द सीड्स इन द रेनी सीजन और गर्मी में तुम डाल रहे हो तो कैसा होगा वो. सो टू द क्रिया, इफ योर वर्क इज नॉट प्रॉपर, दैट प्रॉपरली प्लाउइंग नहीं किया तुमने, सीडिंग ठीक से नहीं किया, सो तब भी क्रॉप नहीं आएगा ना. एंड द द्रव्य, द्रव्य तो एनीवे यू नो आजकल आर्टिफिशियल एंड डुप्लीकेट सीड्स, isn't it? You have not added proper all these fertilizers, etc. Or some pests have come, you didn't use the pesticides on right time. How many things are involved? And managing all of them also is part of efforts. Effort doesn't only mean physically working. Your positive emotions of optimism, your intellectual thinking, planning, gathering resources, and timely मैनेजिंग द थिंग्स, ये सारे मिलकर विजय में बहुत योगदान देते हैं. सो माइंड ऑल ऑफ देम आल्सो. Isn't it? Every place, you let us say cricket, you take Dravya. If the ball is new, it plays more. Old ball हो गया तो batsman can dominate. That's called Dravya. A Kriya. At that moment, the batsman has missed that shot, और clean bowled हो जाएगा. Kala. If the bowler is smart, he looks at the weak movement of the bowler batsman and he will bowl like that. Desha also. He just which Desha to bowl the ball so that it spins or it takes sharp swing and then it bowls him. So Desha Kala Kriya Dravya. Batsman may be the top in the world. But still वो उचित नहीं है तो. Like in the tennis also. You may be world number one, but other fellow is 10th ranked. अदेश काल क्रिया द्रव्य उनके व्यवहार में ज्यादा है तो यू पुट योर एफर्ट, स्टिल ही विल विन. तो माइंड देम आल्सो. In any case, neither getting demoralized because of defeat nor giving up the karma or the effort. Understanding that so many other factors also add up for the success, try to mind them too. तो शास्त्रोचित उचित भी होना चाहिए, देशोचित भी होना चाहिए, काल उचित होनी चाहिए और द्रव्य उचित भी होना चाहिए और क्रिया उचित भी. वो उचित क्रिया नहीं किया तो somebody भी great player, but if he has not done net practice for 2-3 months, वो फिर he will not be able to do. है ना, एनी सिनेमा एक्टर उनको रेगुलर उसमें रहना पड़ता है बेचारे. द वेरी टफेस्ट थिंग फॉर देम टू बी इन दैट मूड. You and I know, no, to be in this spiritual mood of every day coming and studying Shastra, how tough it is for us. For them also it is tough. But they go through that. Wherever they miss it out, then that movie is flop. Because देश काल क्रिया द्रव्य ठीक नहीं था और कहीं कहीं जगह बढ़िया होते हैं. because it was well thought of. The movies which get big awards, they are having all these aspects well covered. I'm giving various examples only to say that human being can enjoy working with diligence and efficiency, working itself. Then the result sometime comes, may not come. How does it matter? मैं तो मेहनत के समय कोई स्टोन को अनटर्न्ड नहीं छोड़ा. That's the beauty of it. So keep in mind, according to Shastra, we have to work. We have to work in the present. That also depends on Desha Kala, Kriya and Dravya. Try to manage them also with your smartness, intelligence. उसमें दोनों भी हो सकते हैं. कभी कभी unfortunately we may be in that गलत देश काला क्रिया द्रव्य. Sometimes by chance we are in such a thing that it adds up to us. Like when you are cycling, कभी कभी द डायरेक्शन इन विच यू आर साइकिलिंग, पीछे से हवा उसी तरफ होती है तो योर साइकिलिंग बिकम्स इजियर. एंड अगर उसमें उतार भी है मानो, अब कितना मजा आता है. विथ मिनिमम एफर्ट यू गो. देश काल क्रिया द्रव्य का है कि नहीं. सम अदर टाइम द रोड इटसेल्फ इज थोड़ा हाइट है एंड देन द अपोजिट से हवा आ रहा है. अब यू ऑल हैव दिस एक्सपीरियंसेस नो बचपन में. We have gone through it when used to go to school, college on cycle. During the वर्षा के सीजन में ना हवा इतनी चलती है ना, यू पेडल द साइकिल, वो आगे जाता है नहीं, इधर उधर घूमता है वो. कभी तो उतर कर धक्का देकर साइकिल को ले जाना पड़ता था. We have all done that. And sometimes the opposite में ये तो ऐसे हाथ छोड़ दिए, गाड़ी अपने आप साइकिल जा रही है. बस बैलेंस इट. But in either case, in all cases, ultimately what is in your hand is your own purusharth. This thing is said in Viveka Chodamani also by Adi Shankara कि अधिकारिणम आशास्ते फलसिद्धिर विशेषतः उपायाः देशकालाद्याः सन्ति अस्मिन् सहकारिणः. देशकालादि upaya's are सहकारिणी only. फिर फलसिद्धि विशेषतः, the success in the endeavor depends on adhikarinam ashaste, the person who is well qualified and putting the efforts. ये बात हो गई. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन में क्या कह रहे हैं देखो. तस्मात्, therefore, बहुत बढ़िया श्लोक है. अगेन स्पिरिचुअल थॉट्स कमिंग. तस्मात् पौरुषमाश्रित्य सच्छास्त्रैः सत्समागमैः प्रज्ञाम् अमलतां नीत्वा संसार जलधिं तरेत्. फुल क्लियर education or explanation guidance Vaashishtha is doing here. He is not taking any undue responsibility on his head and he is not making any emotional, sentimental, false promises or assurances. ये सब बकवास होता है. He is straight. What he says, Tasmat, point 1, Paurusham Ashritya. Okay? Taking the support of your own Purushartha, your own free will, your own self-effort. Sat Shastraihi. Let the Shastra be studied for the proper guidance. Then Sat Samagamaihi. Let the people who have already succeeded in that field also discuss with them pros and cons, properly plan karo. Then Prajnam Amalatam Nitva. Here totally spiritual thought. Nitva means having obtained Amala Prajna, the pure knowledge or knowledge about the pure self, having obtained it, Nitva Samsara Jaladhin Taret, maybe cross the ocean of samsara. तो यहाँ प्रज्ञा ममलताम, if you talk it as spiritual knowledge, then the samsara jalat is the samsara taret means cross it and get moksha. If we call your prajna mamalatam is your wisdom, effort, knack of how to put the effort, how to take the help of satsanga, how to take the help of shastra. अगर ऐसा करोगे तो here the meaning of samsara is your own goals of the life, your own difficult situation, to cross them you can achieve it. आध्यात्मिक की दृष्टि से भी श्लोक को ले सकते हैं और व्यावहारिक दृष्टि से भी ले सकते हैं. बट द टॉपिक इज कंप्लीट, सब्जेक्ट इज पक्का, गाइडेंस इज फुल प्रूफ. वन इज हो गया पौरुषमाश्रित्य, सेकंड हो गया सच्चास्त्र, Third is what? Satsamagamahi. With these three, if you talk spiritually, prajnam amalatam nitva. Let your buddhi get that prajna. Again, one is prajna is anubhuti only, that prajnanam brahma. Second is prajna means at the initial theoretical practical level, prajna means crystal clear knowledge about Paramatma Tattva and where is he available, etc. In that only meaning of prajna is what are the managements outer and inner have to do for making that self realize. That type of intellectual clarity is called prajna. So तीन प्रज्ञाएं हो गए, तैयारी वाला प्रज्ञा, सिद्धांत ज्ञान वाला प्रज्ञा, अनुभूति वाला प्रज्ञा. Spiritually देखा जाए, with these three prajnas, samsara jaladin tare, this janma marana chakra, the karma phala chakra, the upadhi tadatmya raga dveshadi chakra, that we have to cross spiritually. Same is in the world. In the world, samsara jaladi means your artha kama prapti. Here, apalatam prajna means unambiguous, crystal clear, matured knowledge. In which you gather the resources that is said in the form of Satsamagama, you gain the full knowledge that is said in the Satshastra, and you are ready to put all your efforts with full conviction. It is called as Paurusha. So, Paurusha, Satshastra, Satsamagama, then Prajna, Amala Prajna. With these four things, you can cross all your financial difficulties or any other problems in the so-called outer world. This is the beauty of this shloka. Hmm. लास्ट श्लोक आज के लिए हम देखेंगे. ही सेज प्राक्तन स ऐहिकश्चे मे पुरुषार्थौ फलद्रुमौ संजातौ पुरुषारण्ये जैत्यभ्यधिकस्तयोः पुरुषारण्ये. In the forest of the human being, okay, two trees are there of the fruit yielding, and they are called as two Purusharthas. One is Praktana Purushartha, second is Adyatana Purushartha. They are the fruit yielding trees in the forest of human beings. In that, Jayati Abhyadikaha Tayoho, whoever is more stronger, powerful among them, they become victorious. Therefore, just be clear about it. And as was said more than 2 3 times, depend on your own powerful your own efforts, your intelligence, you are taking the guidance of Shastras, you are taking the help of the masters. तरह से मेहनत लगाओ, करते जाओ. I tell you, these shlokas I am talking to you from the spiritual standpoint with whatever the audience available in front of me and all that. Otherwise, these shlokas are to be discussed at length and on PowerPoint presentation. It can be taught to the big managerial cadres of different huge companies, including the people who are seated in assemblies and parliaments to make policies for the nation. These things have to be discussed for them also. Big shloka, they are of highest consequence. Otherwise, how can Sri Vaashishtha tell them in the beginning to Rama? And not it's a guftagu with Rama in loneliness there. That kuch bhi bolo chalta hai. They are Vyasji, there is Naraji, there are so many thousands of the Devatas, Rishi Muni from the Navashchara, and all the famous Mahisharas also are there. उतने लोगों के सामने वशिष्ठ जी तो neither he can bluff nor he can talk something which is of less meaning or value. Highly important these shlokas. So latest one is what? In the Purusharanya, there are two Phaladrumas. One is Praktana, second is Adyatana Purusha. Adhika Balaha. Among these two, Jayadi Abhyadikaha Tayoho. जो अभ्यधिक बलवान है वो जीतेगा. This is general sentence. And particularly, Adyatana Purushartha has all chances to be more powerful and intense, to defeat the Praktana Purushartha and yield to us what we are wanting in our life. Done. So this is how this shloka talks about. Pachiswa, bahut bahut badhiya wala. Then we have some more shlokas here up to 43 means 15 और 3 18 श्लोक होंगे. Maybe 1 or 2 more days we will need to study it. We'll stop it here. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. We have other class and other Parayanams also. So therefore this class will do or maximum 45-50 minutes, less than 1 hour. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासु तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय तन्नो नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदा वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. बोल श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु भक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. That's good for the day. We'll stop it here today. Join in 5 minutes for Atma Bodha study, 2-3 shlokas. Then the Parayana of Skanda Purana, also the Parayana of our Yeshavasya Upanishad with Bhashyam. Okay, friends.